You know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a
Hey, Froggy.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Sunday, August 12th, 2018. I am Michael, your host. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for giving us a listen. Thanks for joining us. Please subscribe, maybe ring the bell to annoy you and your device in the best possible manner. All right, that is a joke. All right, we got some new Q. What is Q? QAnon. Q drops, updates. Folks, take a look around. Take a look around the channel. Take a look around many of other channels, different platforms across the web. All right, there is tons of information, and you need to bring yourself up to speed. At this point, we got to keep moving forward. All right. So, post 1850. This came yesterday at about 4:30. 1624, all right? So it'd be 4:24 Eastern Standard Time. Got a Fox News article here. West Virginia lawmakers move to impeach entire Supreme Court. Normal, not updated, not seeking re-election. Senate in the brackets. Bob Corker, Republican. Jeff Flake, Orrin Hatch, both Republicans. No name, Republican. Departure soon. All right, no name. People want to ask, why do they say no name? When you are deemed a traitor of sorts, treasonous acts, leaving people behind, your name's not worth mentioning. All right, Bill Schutzer, Bob Godlett, Carol Shea Porter, Charles W. Dent, Daryl Isa, Dave Retchett, David Trout, Dennis Roth, Edward Royce, Elizabeth Este, Frank Lo Biadano, Bondo, Greg, Gene Green, Greg Harper, Elena Ross, Jeb Hensarling. Some of these are across all boards, folks, all right? So you can look there, Democrat, Republican, all right? Just a whole slew of names here. Jim, Joe, John, all right? Louis, Lynn, Nikki, Paul, Rick, Robert. I'm not even getting into last names. Ruben, Ryan, Sam, Sandy, Ted, Thomas, Trey Gowdy, all right? That is a name we're saying. But he's resigning. Okay? The blackmail was lifted. He was forgiven. He's done the right thing, but he still has to go. Al Franken, you remember that guy? Blake, Jason Chavez. He went over to Fox News, I believe. John Lewis, Patrick Mean, Patrick Tabara, Thad, Cochran, Tim Murphy, Trent Franks, Democrat Attorney General of California. This was this Xavier. Normal. Is that normal? Here's the link. West Virginia lawmakers move to impeach entire Supreme Court. Entire Supreme Court. West Virginia House Judiciary Committee moved to impeach the state's entire Supreme Court this week. The committee filed 14 articles of impeachment against 4 judges on Tuesday, and they will now go to the full House of Delegates for a vote. The articles allege the justices, Chief Justice Margaret Workman and Justices Alan Lawfrey, Robin Davis, and Elizabeth Walker, have engaged in corruption, incompetency, neglect of duty, maladministration, and just certain high crimes. These justices are also accused of wasteful spending of taxpayer funds on lavish office renovations, using public vehicles for personal matters, and creating a plan to pay certain senior judges more than is lawful. All right, we don't need to read much more of that. This is a very common thing right now being exposed. So we're going to move on up here to this trash. All right, 1851. This came at 1654. Here we go. All right, so Kid Love production. Bill Maher, I'm Swiss. Real time with Bill Maher. Bill Maher, be more cynical. Got a couple of memes here. But with Deborah LaVarve screwing her 14-year-old boy student, the crime that we didn't get it on videotape. That was the crime, that we didn't get it on videotape, folks. He was being taken advantage of. I wish I had been taken advantage of like that. What a memory she gave him, Bill Maher. All right. The worst they said Michael Jackson, did was a little grabby under the covers. If I could go back and trade that expensive experience, being beat up at 12 for being a gently masturbated by a pop star, I would do it in a New York second. She is in jail because she lives, she is in love. That's how I view it. Mars said about a Seattle school teacher convicted of having sex with a 12-year-old student and getting pregnant by him. This guy's sick. Sometimes the truth is right in front of you. All right, so those are actual comments that he's made if you watch his show. Sometimes the truth is right in front of you. Photos surface of the Guardians director James Gunn at a pedophilia-themed party. All right, this guy's sick here now. I wish I never defended James Gunn. All right, so we could read. These people are sick. These people are a disease. We, the people, are the cure. James Gunn. All right, moving on up here. 1852. This came at 1810 yesterday evening, so 6:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bill Maher. Oh my God, what did Michael Bachmann do to her hair? I thought I stumbled on an ad for Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This was back on September 7th of 2011. September. So he compared this chick. Ha ha ha. That's why I added it in there. The hypocrisy is unreal. So then you have the Bill Maher status. Back from September. Q sent me here from Portugal. There you go. A couple of good buddies. Birds, jailbirds of a feather flock together. However, they sing separately when you locked in cages. Who you gonna call, Mar, when it comes time for you to pay for your disgusting deeds? Who would take your call? HRC lawyers, the CIA? All right, so that guy. All right. This is NBC, how to delete old tweets. This is just from yesterday. How to delete old tweets before they come back to haunt you. Or just don't tweet anything you wouldn't want your grandma or boss to see. They're trying to give you out things that'll help their mission. All right, do you believe in coincidences? Truth to the power. Q. That was yesterday at 1923, folks. 7:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That was 1853. Moving on up here to 1854. This came at 22:58, just before, that would be 10:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just before 11. All right, we're going to click on the image here. So these are tons of these James Gunn. These are from 2009. Some of them. RT at Peter Alton. I like it when little boys touch me in my silly places. Shh. I mean, just tons of sick things here, folks. 3 men and a baby they had sex with. Unromantic movies. All right, these are just too sick, folks. And these, hey, this is what they wrote. I just done the research into this years and years ago. Dark, dark place. Needs to be exposed. They need to go down. Hate revisiting. All right, so in case you didn't know, someone sacrificed a pizza or something. I'm going to get bored of goats. I'm getting bored of goats. 30 November 2015. Bunch of Q. Q sent me here. TikTok. Yes, Q sent me. All right. The choice to know will be yours. All right, we got this one here from today, 1855. This came at 11:01, just a little bit ago, August 12th, all right? The Twitter from the Donald Trump. Seems like the Department of Justice and FBI had a program to keep Donald Trump from becoming president. At Daryl SSA and Fox and Friends. If this had happened to the other side, everybody involved would be in jail. This is a media cover-up of the biggest story of our time. August 12th, 2018. This came this morning from Donald Trump. Then you got a Twitter here, Maria Barstow, Nunes and Bruce Orr, and the push to declassify DOJ documents. Nunes on Bruce Orr and the push to declassify. Then he weighed in on this Sunday morning. So we got the video here. All right, folks. there you go. All right. The Russia collusion was the Hillary campaign, folks. We've said this from the beginning. The Hillary campaign. Look no further. If you wanted election rigging and cheating, look to the DNC and the HRC against Bernie Sanders. If you want Russia collusion, look no further than the DNC and the HRC with Christopher Steele and the dossier that was funded, paid for by the Clintons and the DNC to Christopher Steele. All of these heads of the agencies knew about it. The Trump administration, when you find the heads of agencies to be corrupt, the very top, which we're finding out, you have the right to shut those agencies down completely and get them fixed. You get elevated in your knowledge. The military gets elevated. Your presidential, the way you get to operate, the way you get to see things, folks, it gets elevated, all right? Instead of shutting them down, they're exposing it. Instead of doing things like martial law, which was talked about early on, that would have scared a lot of people, folks. You can expose them organically from the bottom up, unfortunately, and it's been a 2-year mess. But hey, in short of 100 years. All right, so there was that video. Boom, 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 boom. Why did NBC have a confidential con call yesterday with a few of its news affiliates regarding the need to remove potential sensitive tweets? Panic at NBC News. What is QAnon? A guide to a conspiracy theory taking hold among President Trump's supporters? 4:02 a.m. this morning. What is QAnon? A guide to the conspiracy theory taking hold among Trump supporters. Ask at Donald Trump who Q is. If you think it's a LARP, then prove Q wrong. I know, right? If it's a conspiracy theory, why not just ask the president himself? Why don't they? Seems like the easiest way to clear it up. If it's just a conspiracy. All right, folks, instead of just sitting here talking a lot about something they don't know, just ask. Has Media Matters been hired to locate the potentially sensitive tweets from known characters? The more you know. All right, folks, the more you know. Ask the president about Q. End this. End this whole madness. End it all. All right, folks, it's getting dark again. It's these people you've known. It's been right in front of us. Bill Maher. We'll call him Billy M. Billy M. This guy is something else. Let's get this guy shut off the air. If they don't, they're the ones that act like they support freedom of speech, but they really they're against it. They are glad people like Roseanne Barr get shut down while he sits there and does the same things. He's not just because he sits on the side with all the Democrats and, he's on that side, so he's protected, all right? The illusion of choice. What a big weekend, folks. Lots of drops, lots of things to look into. We're getting this whole Nunes, the Russia Clinton. This has been the biggest thing for about the last 2 years for me. and lots of, I'm sure, everyone else. It's just interesting week coming up here. We'll see if Nunes can move on that quickly to declassify. I'm sure at this point it won't take much. We got a lot of support. The truth is coming out on all fronts. Thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe, like, share, ring the bell. That way when we put out the videos or any kind of update breaking news, you'll get alerted, possibly. There's been lots of so-called issues with it, but let's try to break their algorithms, all right, together, all right? All right, take a look in the description box as well. I'll leave any of the links that we typically go over, at least to the QDropPub.app or something, all right? There'll be a link. Check it out and leave a comment, and also take a look in the comment section and get alerted, or great links and collective talking going on down there for you folks to get pointed in the right direction, basically, all right? Been down there myself for the last 7-8 months, just kind of reading, and lots of great information. Don't ever take our word here to be truth, or just believe us. Do your own research. Read everything you can. Watch everything you can. And believe none of it until you can verify it in your own right. Okay? All right, I'm Mike. We'll be back here real soon throughout the day with any more drops or breaks or updates. All right? God bless, Godspeed, and we'll see you back here real soon.
You know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
You froggy.